We started off the morning with overcast skies across much of the coastal communities, but we are slowly now transitioning to more and more of that sunshine. Good morning, everyone. We're expecting temperatures this afternoon to be in line with average, if not a few degrees shy of average. And then going through the next many days, it looks like we'll take on a little bit of a temperature cool down. As far as where temperatures were as of this morning, we've mostly been in the 50s, some low 60s out there. We are expecting that along the coast, which is where we're going to be watching the Padres from, Gallagher Square holding that watch party for Game 3 at 2 p.m. Looks like temperatures will be at about 73 degrees. Very nice, very comfortable, but again, still cooler than average. Partly cloudy skies, no rain in our forecast at any point through the next 7 days. Here's the last 2 weeks of afternoon high temperatures in Ramona. Ramona is a spot where the average high is 83 degrees. We haven't gotten there in the last week or so, but if you look back about 10 days, you might remember September had repeated heat waves, August and September. Humidity, heat came back and forth. 94 degrees is what we made it to about 10 days ago, and then we dropped. And from then through the last week, we've been in that cooler than average range. We're going to stay in that range, not only today, but through the foreseeable future, the weekend, early next week. No big changes on hand, whether you look at your conditions or temperatures. Temperatures are going to stay below normal. Conditions are going to stay mostly sunny each afternoon. Here are your high temperatures across the majority of San Diego County coastal communities. Going to be staying in the 70s, 75 for Oceanside and San Diego, 71 for Del Mar. Ramona, El Cajon, Santee, Campo, all expected to hit the low 80s this afternoon. So it depends on how far east you're going, but we should get there. 75 in Julian, 95 out in Borrego Springs. So when we talk about the 7-day forecast, the biggest message is that we're going to transition from a ridge of high pressure to a trough of low pressure. That could help encourage onshore flow. That's where we get that 10% chance of rain, meaning that the clouds that kind of build up along the ocean get pushed onshore. They're rather wet. There's plenty of moisture associated with these clouds, but typically all that means for us on the ground is mist, maybe drizzle in the early morning stretch. That's about as best as we can ask for. Instead, each afternoon we'll transition to sunshine. Temperatures will be in the 70s across the board for your coastal communities. Inland valleys are going to mostly be in the 70s, but we've got a couple days in the 80s, including today and the middle of next week. Pretty comfortable. Mountains are going to be in the 70s, cooling down to the 60s by tomorrow. The deserts have a nice stretch of 80s out there. And again, one of the saving graces of this is fall-like temperatures. Comfortable, cooler than normal, but we hold on to the sunshine. As always, you can find an extended weather forecast on CBS 8 Plus. You can download it on your TV and watch for free anytime.